Good morning, Keto fam. We're back with another Is It Keto Friendly? On the chopping block today is VPX Sports Bang Energy Drink. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about this while I get these two meters set up. It does have what they are saying BCAAs in it. I specifically saw leucine in there. They also have creatine in there. However, when you're looking at the ingredients and all that, it doesn't specifically tell you how much there is of anything. Like, it doesn't tell you how much creatine is in it, and I couldn't find what sweetener they used as well. So we're just going to go ahead and give it the good old test and see what it does to our blood. So I haven't ate at least 10 to 12 hours, and we are going to test the blood glucose and our ketones. All right, so there we go. 1.2 on the ketone levels and 87 on the blood glucose. I'm gonna allow myself around 10 to 15 minutes to drink this because I realize that not everyone shotguns everything when they drink it, so I want to be a little more realistic. Everyone keeps telling me that this citrus twist is their favorite, so let's go ahead and open it up and have a taste and see what it tastes like. Initial taste test, that tastes really good. It's not super sweet. I was expecting it to be way sweeter than that. But again, we do not know the sweetener in this, and that's why we're testing it. I'll see you in about 10 to 15 minutes. It's currently 7:21 on a Saturday. I've got to run to Walmart to get a couple things, so I'm gonna drink this on the way there and on the way back, and we'll test again. We're also gonna test a little bit longer too. It's been roughly 30 minutes since I finished that Bang energy drink. It's been more like 35 minutes. So blood sugars have went down. That's a good thing. 4 points. Let's see what our ketones did. Okay, so we definitely went down in ketone level as of right now. So let's test in about 20 or 30 more minutes. I'll try to hit it around the hour mark. It's been a little bit over an hour. So like an hour and like 5 minutes maybe. I have only had that Bang energy drink for the entire day. So our blood glucose is staying the same, so it's not spiking our blood, so that's a great thing. Ketone levels are about the same, 1.2. We started at I think 1.3 or 1.4, but it hasn't really affected our ketones and it hasn't spiked our blood. So as of right now, it's looking good. I'm gonna come back in approximately 1 hour. So it's gonna be roughly 2 hours since I drank the drink. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so it's time for the final conclusion. It's been a little over 2 hours since I had that Bang energy drink. I have not even had water or had anything to eat at all. So I assume that my blood glucose level will be about the same, and I assume my ketone levels will either be higher or around the same. .71, so we've dropped blood glucose level tremendously. 0.7. That's definitely an an odd number to see, so I'm going to test again just because. Let's go ahead and put the test strip here. .7 again. So I feel like my ketone level dropped a little bit, but my blood glucose went down. So it's kind of hard to say what did this one do to me specifically. There's the results for you. I wanted to say this one definitely was in the clear. After an hour of drinking it, everything looked fine. My ketone levels were pretty much the same, and my blood glucose levels had actually dropped. I personally think you'd be all right drinking Bang energy drink. I'm just really worried about why after 2 hours my ketone levels dropped as much as they did. I think in the real world though, if you had been eating keto friendly all day long and maybe just use the Bang energy drink to do your workout, maybe it wouldn't affect you the same way. So I just want you to know with all these tests, I'm just showing you what it did to my blood and what it did in a controlled environment. So that means I have not had anything to eat all day long. Matter of fact, the last time I ate was like 7:30 last night. So we're going on like 15, 16 hours of fasting. So I have had no fat to bump my ketone levels up, haven't had any kind of food, I haven't had water. So all these little factors do matter. But I do see that it did not really mess with my blood sugars that much. So with that being said, I think that it's a good thing that it did not do that. So is Bang energy drink keto friendly? It's debatable, but I personally would say yes if someone asked me if it was okay for them to drink it. Remember though, it does have 300 milligrams of caffeine, and that can tend to mess with your ketone levels and your blood levels because of that amount of caffeine all at once. Because you know, like a cup of coffee is anywhere from like 50 to 100 grams, or 50 to 100 grams of caffeine per cup. So everything is debatable how sensitive you are to it and everything. But as far as the sugars that are in it, the sweeteners that are in it, we don't even know. I cannot find that information online. Couldn't find out how much creatine it has in it. It has leucine and other BCAAs that it says. So we know that some of those BCAAs are glucogenic and will cause your blood sugar to spike. But usually that's like isoleucine and betanine and that kind of stuff. But either way, you can't figure that stuff out online because they don't release it. So what are these sweetened with? I have no clue. It did not affect our sugar, so that's a good thing. So that means it's not like, I don't think it'd be multidextrose or any of these other horrible ones that we talk about. But let me know what you think about it. I'm going to try this again at a different standard, like maybe have breakfast and then have the Bang energy drink like during the day, like around lunch, and just see what it does to me. Again, we waited 2 hours after finishing that drink and it seemed to drop my ketone levels. It definitely dropped my blood glucose, but everything's an opinion, just like the keto diet. Until the next test, keep it keto.